What's up, guys? I got another Kendra G breakdown for you guys. Let's get started.
Hi. Yes, you look ready.
I am ready. I am ready.
Okay. Okay, you're my friend your Rizzo put you in contact with me.
Absolutely, definitely.
Okay, what's your name, honey?
Leanne.
Leanne. So let's start because you were on a reality show.
Yes, Ready to Love. It just premiered on July 7th. Ready to Love Dallas.
This woman's just in for clout. I mean, come on. You're doing this. You're doing this for advertisement, right? Because Kendra, a lot of Kendra's fan base is women. So obviously, this woman's promoting a reality show, and women love reality shows. So really, it's just this is. I didn't know any of this before watching this thing, but this is just gonna be a video for a woman advertising her show. It's ridiculous.
It's still
Unfortunately,
going?
it just started. We've had 2 episodes, but unfortunately, I was the first elimination.
Oh, so you didn't get picked to be in the house.
And not at all.
Why'd they eliminate you?
I'm not sure. It's hard to say. When you go home the first night, it's really hard to say because you really don't get to finish conversations you started, and I don't know. It just goes really quick.
Okay, so I'm trying to get the site together. So let me get some information. So Ready to Love, I haven't watched it in a minute, but I thought the guys league. So it's a new concept?
No, it's an elimination show, and it alternates from week to week. So
okay, no, but I thought that the women pick out the guys and they have to leave. So now women could get disconnected too. I mean,
no. Every other week, it's a man. Well, this season, a woman, a man, a woman, a man.
Got you. Okay,
yeah.
All right. So let's get to know you, boo. How old are you?
I am 50.
You look great.
She looks great, but that's a red flag. A woman that she looks decent, yeah. I definitely. She looks really decent for 50, but you have to imagine why a decent looking woman have not had anyone, or is still in the dating market at 50. I mean, she's past the wall already, long past it. So really, it's like you have to really analyze this. Here's a woman that's at 50, decent looking, and yet she's not settled down. She's on reality shows for dating. She's on this, Kendra's for more dating. You have to say, why is this woman at 50 who's decent looking still not settled down? Most likely it's because she's hard to deal with. She is a woman that probably has high standards, which is fine. But even though she has high standards, it is obvious that she's dealt with men before. So even though you have high standards, none of the men that supposedly you've been dating who initially met your standards, it still didn't pan out. So really, like, you pick men that you're a terrible choice in men. You have a terrible choice in men. You are probably hard to deal with. So really, what now at 50? Why would a man even deal with you? Why would a man settle down with you? Men will have sex with women, 18 to 100. I don't know, maybe not 100, but 18 to whatever, 70, 80. I don't know. It doesn't mean that men will settle down with you. And here's a woman is a perfect example that she is not fit for marriage, nor a man settling down with her. At 50, I guess unless she wants a man that's 60, 70, because she's decent looking, but it's like, men at 50, let's say, because you gotta think, most likely women at 50, they also want a man that's established, right? Like I said, maybe a man that's a 100K man. rarely a woman that's at this age wanting a man that's makes what he makes in his 30s. So she wants a man that's more established, and she's decent looking, so she wants a man that maybe looks a certain way as well. Well, you gotta understand, men that women want, right? If she wants a woman at 50, the type of man she wants, well, women at 40 would want him. Women at 30 would want him too. Hell, there's women at 20 that would want him too. So really, you're providing him nothing of value besides your looks, besides, sex. And then if you only provide sex, well, that's as far as it will go.
Thank you. We've never been married. Hence the show.
You look really good. I would never guess 50.
Thank you. My background is fitness, so I do take care of myself.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I do still do fitness. That's my background. That's what I am educated in. But now I am also a realtor here in Dallas.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
None of my kids. I have an adult. I have a 31-year-old.
Okay. Yeah. And what's your zodiac sign, honey?
Honey, the Geminis are in the building.
What is Gemini 9?
Another type of woman that shows that she poor choices. At 50, still in the dating market, no one to settle down with. Gave a man a child that she didn't even marry, so she's never been married. It's like it's a heavy red flag. I've said, right, there are levels to red flags. A woman that is in her 50s, never been married, still in the dating market, in my opinion, that's a big red flag.
I had Geminis all night tonight.
I've been watching.
It's Gemini night, so let's do it. Leanne, she works in fitness, also a realtor, 50 years old. You really look good. Gemini has a 31-year-old child. Where are you calling us from, Dallas?
Yes, ma'am. Dallas.
All right, and some of you guys might know her from the show Ready to Love Dallas. That's currently going on right now, and she got voted on. So let's get into it. What kind of man are we looking for?
Ooh, we want a Christian, a believer, Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Another red flag. I've said it. I've said it before. A woman that talks about religion is a red flag, because it's more than likely she does not live by the teachings of the Bible. She's 50. She's had a child of wedlock. She most likely dealt with men that she doesn't require marriage from. What type of woman, like, the book teaches, right, about you following the leadership of a man. And I'm not a Bible thumper, so correct me if I'm wrong with all these, the religious stuff, but from glancery knowledge, women that are headstrong, women that are career focused, women that are still alone in their 50s, well, more than likely, they haven't lived by the teachings of the Bible. So
that's number one. We want a leader. And when I say leader, not just in what might seem typical, but also a leader. What I found, in past relationships are when it gets tough, men not leading through the tough times, not being the example through the tough times as a leader.
Give me an example of a tough time that you feel like they don't lead.
Well, if I'm dating someone and we hit a rough patch, and we're both open to move past it. We're trying to talk about, it's got to be on both sides that we're making an effort to make it right. But I do still think, that's part of leadership, and the man being an example of how we're going to work past.
Oh, I don't know. Leanne?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
What happened?
I'm here.
It went away for a second.
Can you see me?
Yep, we're good.
Okay.
Did you click off by accident?
No, I'm just sitting.
Okay, all right. So continue.
Yeah, just looking for someone to, even when times get emotional, times get tough, I'm still looking for someone to lead us through the tough times by example, being forgiving, making sure we're both reaching out to make things right.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your deal breakers?
That's not leadership. Forgiving and what? Women think they know. I'm telling you, right? I personally believe at 50 and her results show you that she's not the type of person that follows a man's leadership. Yeah.
Smokers. Don't smoke.
Is that all things, cigarettes, weed included?
Well, I don't smoke anything. I've never taken anything. I know recreational's fine with me, but definitely no cigarette smoke. Small children. You know, I'm kind of beyond that. You know, teenage children is fine, but we have to have a good working relationship with the baby mama, for lack of better terms. Let's see, other deal breakers. Non-communicators, you know, it's just not going to work if we can't communicate. I like to have a good time. I have a lot of freedom. So I would like to have someone that, you know, I mean, I understand, you know, children come with it. And I always believe that children are a bonus. But someone that has some freedom, that is fun, likes to travel, just kind of a fuck it, let's just do it type of person.
Okay, you want a spontaneous man? Is that
absolutely?
Absolutely. All right. Does he have to look a certain way?
I think healthy is probably the number one. But taller than me, I'm pretty tall. I'm 5'9", and I still wear my heels, and that could be, you know, 4 to 6. So over 6'1" is preferred.
Another woman that wants a 6-foot man. And she's at 50, right? Those men are rare, and those men are well desired. Most to pretty much all women want taller men, and most women want men that at a magical number as above 6 foot. So really, goes back to what I said. The same type of man that she desires, all women desire as well. Spontaneous, healthy, good looking, tall. Well, yeah, a lot of women desire that shit.
Healthy, likes to work out. I mean, we don't all have to be in the gym at the same amount of time, but I think that is definitely something we could do together as a couple.
All women.
Okay, would you date a man your height? That's 5'9" or 6 feet is a requirement?
5'10", 5'11".
1 inch lower. Oh, okay. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
We want to be comfortable. We want to be comfortable. We want to be able to do all that stuff that we do in our free time, that freedom and that traveling. We want to be comfortable. I think that's the biggest thing is comfortable, because your income is relative, and how you spend it.
Comfortable is relative. There's some people that live comfortable on an income that's not that, which you might not feel is comfortable. So
yeah,
you want to give a round part? Like, would you date a man that made $80,000? Is that too low?
Well, again, that's relative. Like, I'm in Dallas, and so based on even just what I pay as a single woman, you know, rent wise, that would be tough.
So that's why I'm asking you the question directly. Does he got to make a certain amount of money?
6 figures. I think it's tough. I think it's.
And you wonder why she is still single. She wants the type of man that all women want. Well, you get with those men that he has a lot of options. I'm quite sure that she would not share him. Women do not understand. And it's fine that you have preferences, you have whatever standards, whatever. It is fine. But when all women ask for the same type of man, what do you think you're going to get? You would get a man that most women want. You would get a man that's well desired by a lot of women. So, now it's not impossible for a man like this to be monogamous, but it is not out of the realm of a high possibility that he is not. Because a good deal of men, right? I don't know. This is ballpark. I don't even know if it's like most men, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's most men. But the more options, right? The more, let's say, everyday women are like desiring, like checking him out, wanting to be with him. Well, the chances of him like exploring these multitude of options is very high. So women don't understand that if you want a top tier man, then what do you think it's like? The delusion in it, because you want a man that all women want. So what's so special about you? You are 50. What's, like I said, a 40-year-old would want him. A 30-year-old would want him. Hell, a 20-year-old would want. A 20-year-old would be fine with a man that's in his 50s, over 6 foot, in really good shape, obviously, you know, charming, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure she would want a man like that, and makes well over 6 figures. Even a 20-year-old woman will be fine with that, or would want that. I mean, she's not like crazy that he's 50, but hell, she doesn't care because he looks probably, if he's 6 foot and healthy and looks really in shape, well, a 50-year-old man will look just as good as a, you know, a man in his 30s. So really, okay. So this is the disconnect of women. You ask for men that all women want, and you're nothing special. She's nothing special. She's really not. Right? Because like Kendra, let's say example, Kendra's a good-looking woman. She's in her 40s. Well, the same type of man that this 50-year-old want, well, Kendra would want as well. So he could choose which one he wants. He has the options. So it's like, because it's a perfect example. What's the difference between these two women? They're both decently looking, right? One is a bit younger, but he's the one who has the options. Because these women do not have the options. Because their options are dwindled because of their preferences. And their preferences are similar. Because I'm quite sure Kendra will want a man who makes a good amount of money, who's tall, who's good looking, who's probably charming. No different than this 50-year-old woman want. So this is the thing where they want the same type of man. Well, a man, let's say, who fits in this category, he can want a multitude of women. He just wants a good-looking woman, most likely. I mean, depends on, like, you know, his idea of commitment, but he will want a good-looking woman. Well, look at this. Here's 2 good-looking women, for example. So he has a choice. You don't necessarily have a choice in men because there are not a lot of men that fit these top percent criterias. There's not. Hell, there's a stat goes around, you know, because of dating sites, that 80% of women find 80% of men unattractive. So really, attractiveness is already like rare in itself. So this is the delusion.
It's tough. Less than 6.
And I want to go back, so I want to make sure I get this man together. Mm-hmm. Your first requirement was he has to be a believer. So is this a man that's going to church?
The same principles. We're going to be good people. We have morals. Where we treat people with respect. We do for those that don't have. Those types of things.
So church is not a requirement.
Well, I am a little way. I am looking for a new church at the moment. That's why I said no. But I do watch church.
She watches church. She, church is not on her TV. the thinness, right? The thinness of religious, behavior or ideology these modern day women have is like unbelievable. I mean, like, you want a moral man? Okay, fine. Why don't you just say that?
Member of a large church here in Dallas for a very long time, but I'm not physically going into church right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just always ask this question at times when women bring up he has to be a Christian man.
Sure.
Is sex before marriage, is that off the table, or are you following that principle?
Not off the table.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so you could have sex before marriage?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But
right.
They pick and choose. This is the thing. This is the thing with modern women. This is the thing with religious people. You pick and choose which one you want to follow. That's why I just I'm not religious, because it's just be a good person. That's it, right? Just be a good person. That's all I'm asking, right? That should be the thing, right? Just ask a good person, a morally good person, a person that has morals, characters, standards, principles. That's a decent person. That's caring, shit like that. Because here's just saying like, oh, I want a religious man, a Christian man. You do not follow Christian teachings. You do not follow the biblical teachings. You pick and choose which one you want to follow. In your mind, you're creating your own kind of religion, but it's like the ridiculousness of it. So it's a red flag, because here's a woman that flip-flops, right? Christian that, Christian this, but not that, not this. What? You're all over the place. You don't have a good, straight ideology. Your mind is just so undisciplined.
But I don't want to lead with that. I don't want to lead that. I want for us to get to know each other outside of that.
I understand. Girl. Hello?
I'm here. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you again.
Okay.
So this man has to be at least 5'10", 5'11", really 6 feet. 6 figures, and a Christian man. Okay. Let's do the Kendra cam.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming monogamy is a requirement, right?
1,000%. Yeah, your other Geminis tonight were wilding.
I mean, you look great.
Thank you.
What is your age range?
Well, I will tell you, I think that may have to do with some of my dating is most men think I'm younger than what I am. So my past relationships, 42, even now, going out with people that are like 35. I think the age is not the most important thing. It's the goals, having the same goals long term.
So you don't have an age range?
35, 38 would be my lowest.
What would be your highest?
We gotta have a young spirit. I think that adds to why people think I'm younger. Is I do have a younger spirit. I could be.
She's a 3 or 4. She's for the streets. She likes to party. She doesn't have sex.
Church lady, but I also listen to a lot of rap.
Yeah, what is the highest age range you would go to?
I mean, I don't know. I guess it's relative to their behavior.
Okay, so you'll date a man
55.
Okay, so you wouldn't date a man 60?
Maybe, yes. If he liked to have a good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll go, okay.
Yeah.
Does he have to be in Dallas?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
I feel like you're attractive. You have it together. Do you normally date the man you described?
I think dating's been rough. Most of the men that I've gone out with here lately are younger.
Okay.
With, probably not having children yet. That's the hard part. Okay. It's not that we don't get along, not that we don't enjoy each other, but maybe the goals don't match.
Right. So then that means so what do you desire? You said you've never been married. Do you desire marriage?
1,000%.
So
you have 50 and you desire marriage. You're ridiculous. What do you... Women do not understand. Marriage for men is a high risk thing. You do not provide nothing special. You gotta think. What do you provide for a man that he can't get from just being your boyfriend and girlfriend shit? What? You're gonna cook more? You're gonna clean more? Or you're not gonna cook at all or clean at all? Then how is he even gonna assume you're gonna do something different. So you're gonna like, I'm gonna hold off wifey duties until later on. Well then what? So he should just believe you? So really it's like, it's a double-edged sword. I'm gonna hold shit off until I'm a wife. But then now you think that he should just believe that you would do shit when you're a wife. And you can't even give him kids. So what's the point? What's the point for a man who is, remember, she's not asking for an average man. She's asking for a above average man. Average man, 5'8", makes about 50K, 40 to 50K. I don't even think, I wouldn't even say the average man is fit. Right? I wouldn't say the average man is even charming, funny. I don't say that the average man is that, because there's less men that are, you know, your player type, you're charming, you're really good with girls. I think there's less men that is like that than there are. So I don't even think that's the average man. So everything she's asking for is the above average man. So why would above average man want to marry you? What would you provide besides just your body, which is just getting old? I mean, it's already old and it's going to get older. So it's ridiculous that she wants to date younger men, because she wants a younger man that, like, that's ridiculous. Like a younger man that fits her goals. I mean, like, you don't fit the goals of younger men.
Then you should only date the men that you can go down that road with, right? Or no?
Maybe when I say dating means not committed. Like, I would go out and spend time with men that I enjoy.
Right.
But we, kind of have an understanding. Yeah.
So now,
I guarantee you she has a high body count. I guarantee you. Probably in her 50s, probably over 52. I mean, over 50 bodies. She's been around a lot.
Have you dated a man that you can marry, as in fits your age requirement, fits your money requirement, fits your height requirement?
Yes. Several months ago. However, we kind of hit a bump in the road, and it was more about the way he dealt with the bump in the road.
And that's the guy. That's why you said make sure that someone is willing to go through the tough times.
Right. You know what? That person. There were no red flags. Everything was really good. We were having a good time. Children older, free spirit, just having a lot of good times. But when you can't be big enough to own a mistake and move past it.
How long did you guys date for?
A couple months.
Was it a relationship or y'all were just dating?
No, dating.
Dating. So have you ever been in a relationship with a person that you described?
Yes, but maybe lacked some commitment. I don't think I was dating intentionally for marriage more than 5 years ago. I mean, okay.
She spent most of her life just dating. Yeah, she's indicative of bad decision making. She's at 5 years ago is when she started dating towards marriage. This is the craziness of women. In her late 40s is when she thinking about dating with the intent of marriage. 5 years ago, when she was like in her late 40s. Why do you think you qualify for marriage now? In your late 40s to your 50s now. Why? Women do not understand. There has to be a reason for a man to marry you. Not just because of, he's committed. Boyfriend and girlfriend is commitment as well. But to the next level of commitment, there has to be a reason. Most likely the reason is to create a family. You can't create a family with no man now. So really, what is the reason that a man that gets with you that wouldn't just stay boyfriend and girlfriend with you? Why would he marry you? Like, women never think about the logical side of shit. Divorce is at about a 50% rate. So there's a 50% chance you'll get divorced. And there's an 80% chance within that 50% it will be the woman asking for the divorce. So what man would want to take a 50-50 chance? Especially the top percent men. Because he didn't become top percent from being stupid. From weighing his options, right? From gambling. You are gambling with your life. You're gambling with your money. You're gambling with your future. 50-50? Well, like, come on. The odds aren't that great. Right? Some men, right, they will see the benefits, right? And they will take the chance. They will take up that risk. You know, having kids, creating a family, you know, building a legacy, whatever. Building with a woman. At a younger age, they would build a woman with a woman. So they would take the chance. A man that's built, she's asking for men that have been built already. Why would they take this chance when there's no cons? I mean, there's no pros marrying this woman. That's what I'm saying. You don't live by religion. You don't live by the Bible. You waited until you are in your late 40s to think about marriage. I'm pretty sure the Bible is not preaching that shit. Okay? So, this woman is just utter, just a whole lot of red flags.
You know, I tend to just enjoy the people that I'm spending time with and go with the flow. But now we're with intention.
Now you're with intention. That started at 45.
Ish. Yeah.
Okay. What are 3 flaws you think you have to work
on? Patience. We've been working on that for a long time. Lack of, but we're much better. Do my best not to react. I think I'm not the most. I'm not quick to trust. I'm on the fence on whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, or whether I need to be better about that or not. Because, well,
I don't know why it keeps doing that.
Right. That's my sign. Stay the way I am. And
I say it, right? This type of woman, right? Stick with what you're doing. Do situationships. Have sex. Have fun. Like what you said, right? Have the young... What is it? Well, what did you just say? A young mentality? Whatever. Do situationships. Ridiculous that you won't get married and settle down. You don't need a boyfriend and girlfriend. I mean, what are you going to do with that shit? You don't need commitment. Just have fun, right? That's all this... She's been having fun until she was 45. Or even, she's even doing that now. So really, just stick with that. Situationships. Because you're ridiculous that you want commitment. Ridiculous.
Oh, you know what? I am a Gemini. I can be quick to cut people off. I will say that much. So I have to work about, not being so cut and dry. Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Not saying that you have to, because I know women consider this to be settling. I don't consider it to be settling, but I was going to ask for out of curiosity. Is your height, money? I do think monogamy is a non-negotiable for most women. So, but let's start with height, money. Are those non-negotiables?
Well, the money is just relative. We want to be comfortable. We want to be able to have a good time and not struggle if
Stupid. It's not relative because a good time. How some people think going to McDonald's is a good time. Is that for you? I mean, that's not relative. She probably thinking like, oh, let's travel to, I don't know, Italy. That's a good time. That's not relative. It's not relative because that costs a lot of money to do shit like that. Women just have 50, you're so idiotic, right? Be an adult about it.
You know, something comes up financially.
So the clear question: if he doesn't make 6 figures, is that a non-negotiable?
No. Is it a non-negotiable?
Could you
No.
marry a man that did not make 6 figures?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
I'm not.
So you wouldn't marry a man that was good to you.
You know what?
potentially?
No. I take it back. No.
Okay.
6 figures. I think it would be tough. I think it would be tough. Yeah.
So, and I'm assuming 6 figures doesn't mean 100K. Is 100K too low?
No.
Okay, so bare minimum he has to make 100K.
No wonder she is single. Come on.
Right.
Okay, or you would not marry him.
Wow, gosh. I mean, like, if you're saying 98, 95, of course. It's more about the love. It's more about the intent. It's more about the way someone makes you.
It's not more about the love if it's 98, 95. You could love a man at 75K. But I'm just trying to I like to ask clarity because I think, and
That's the thing. She's so, at 50, she's right. She does have this young mentality because she's stupid. She's immature, right? She doesn't even have her shit together, right? She doesn't have her shit together. She does not, because she doesn't even know the type of man she wants. Be clear cut. You're 50. You're not 20. You know, like, oh, I don't know what I want. This is what perfect, right? This is the thing where I say women say that, oh, I was young and stupid. Here's a woman that's old and thinks like she's a 20-year-old. Right? What's the difference? Right? She's been through a whole lot of shit. She doesn't even know what she wants. Like, oh, you know what? Do I want a man that makes okay? No, I do want a man. No, it's about the love. It's about it's relative shit like that. No, clear cut. Be like, stand 10 toes deep, right? Oh. Sorry, something fell. But know what you want and be sure about it. It's just like this woman's all over the place, right? She doesn't even know, right, what she wants. The immaturity in your thinking is ridiculous. So that's why I said, right, even when the women that says, oh, in my 20s I didn't know what I want. No. It don't matter. Because you're still immature. It's not about your age, it's about your thinking. You were immature then, and you could still be immature now. You know, it's not be an adult. Be clear, concise, and know what you want. You lived your life already. You're not using your experience, your wisdom, well.
I also think sometimes I do it because I want people to hear back what they said, right? So what I do is I ask the question to get the clarity. So it's a direct question, but okay. And if that is your desire, and if that is what you feel for you is mandatory, that's so be it. I just want to be clear.
6 figures.
Okay. Height. Would you negotiate in height?
Sure. 5'10",
Okay, so
5'11". 5'10", 5'11".
5'10" is the lowest.
Yes.
Okay. I'm assuming monogamy is non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable.
And then being a Christian is non-negotiable. Okay.
Non-negotiable.
All right, Leanne, baby girl. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you, sweetheart?
He wouldn't. All she's good for is a hole, right? All she's good for is, like, although she's 50, I mean, and she's decent looking, do you call 50-year-olds eye candy? I guess, right? I can see she's wearing a lot of makeup. Or a good deal of makeup that may hide shit. So, and who knows if that's her real hair, right? There's not a single bit of gray in that shit. I'm 40, and I have gray. So really, it's like, I don't know. This is the thing, right? With women, they hide shit. So, I guess she's kind of eye candy. But there's really nothing special about her besides her looks. average. I mean, at 50, yeah, it's average.
Well, I think loyal. I'm very, very loyal, supportive. I like to have a good time. I mean, I got your back. I think I'm that type of girl that's always going to have your back. I'm a lot of fun. People think I'm very serious, but I think that's one of my best qualities is that I don't take myself that seriously. I think I have a lot of the characteristics that I hope that my partner comes with, like ambition and likes to have a good time. I take very good care of myself. So yeah.
This is the thing, right? Women think they know, like they know what men want, because they hope the men what what they want in a man is what a man wants in them. You are foolish in thinking that shit.
Okay. That's what I mean. Listen, you definitely are a beautiful woman at 50 years old. You definitely are proving that black does not crack.
It does not.
So let's do it.
Just makeup. I mean, come on. But whatever. I said it. This is a woman that has a lot of red flags. And her results show it. Right? Shows why she's still single. I doubt a lot of things she say that the benefit of dating her, because the results will show for itself, right? But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? I just think that this is indicative of modern day women and why in their 50s they will still be looking for a man. Yeah, this is the thing, the future of women, right? Future of a lot of modern day women. When you're 50, hell, maybe if you're 60 too. When you're 60 as well, you'll be still looking for a man. You're still competing with the 40-year-olds, with the 30-year-olds, with the 20-year-olds, because you most likely want the same man too. So this is the foolishness, right? You do not realize you are competing. This 50-year-old is competing with a 20-year-old, with a 30-year-old, with 40-year-olds for the same man, because the same man she wants, well, all those other women want as well. So at 50, I don't see it changing. So anyway, I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm right? Or you just want to insult me? I don't care. Just comment, like, watch. Thank you. Anyway, later, guys.